You ever sit down to study, open your laptop with such determination, and then like a tragic hero in a Shakespeare play, immediately self-destruct? 1 minute, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna crush this chapter. Next minute, you're deep diving into Wikipedia articles about do lobsters feel regret? And why do shoelaces exist? Suddenly a passionate scholar. Just not of the thing you're supposed to be studying? Congrats. Your brain just played you. But here's the thing, it's not your fault. Your brain isn't broken. It's just unimpressed. And today, we're gonna hack its stupid little reward system so hard, it'll beg you to study. Why studying feels like fighting a bear in Crocs. You ever notice how sitting down to study feels harder than doing your taxes while being chased by a bear wearing Crocs on a waxed floor? And the worst part? You haven't even opened the book yet. Your brain already decided, today is the day we fake a coma. It's not because you're lazy, it's because starting feels like announcing to the world, hey, I might suck at this. And no one likes that vibe. We romanticize motivation like it's some glittery fairy that taps us on the head when it's time to grind. But newsflash, motivation is just momentum in a cheap wig. You don't need to feel ready. You need to feel slightly annoyed but still move your hand. Start with something so small it's almost disrespectful. Open the book, read one paragraph, write one ugly sentence. Tiny, messy action is your real flex here. Not inspiration, not vibes, just audacity. Your brain thinks Netflix is homework. 1 second, you're opening your laptop to study, and 5 minutes later, you're knee-deep in a Netflix documentary about killer whales. It's educational, you whisper, lying to yourself and God. Your brain's not dumb, it's just sneaky. It loves to swap hard goals for easy fake wins that feel productive. Organizing your desk? Productivity. Sharpening pencils you don't use? Productivity. Actually studying? Existential dread. Here's the real talk. Your brain's just trying to dodge discomfort. That's it. But discomfort isn't a sign you're broken. It's the price of admission to real growth. So next time you're one tiny break away from alphabetizing your pantry, remember, doing the hard thing badly still beats doing the easy thing perfectly. You're not bad at studying. You're bad at starting. Somewhere along the way, you decided you're bad at studying. Like it's a permanent tattoo on your forehead. But explain to me how you can remember 12 seasons of Grey's Anatomy side plots and suddenly study skills are where your brain taps out? It's not a focus problem, it's a friction problem. Your brain hates awkward, clumsy beginnings. It wants the dopamine before the struggle even starts. So when studying feels slow and stupid at first, you assume you're the problem, when really that's just how brains work. Here's the kicker. Messy starts are literally how you build real mastery. Every expert you admire once looked like a confused squirrel trying to do basic math. If it feels chaotic and dumb at first, congratulations, you're not broken, you're just in the part no one puts on Instagram. The myth of getting in the mood. Waiting to feel ready to study is like waiting for a Tinder date who already ghosted you. It's not happening, and even if it does, it's gonna be weird and late. We treat readiness like it's some magical vibe. Like one day we'll wake up, stretch, and suddenly crave highlighters and flashcards. But real talk, action creates mood, not the other way around. Your brain gets tricked by movement. Start flipping through pages and 10 minutes later your brain's like, oh, we're doing this? Okay, fine. Think about it, that you don't wait to feel inspired to brush your teeth. You just brush your teeth because otherwise you'd be disgusting. Studying works the same way. Start first, feel second. That's the real move. Why study more? Is trash advice. Just study more sounds like advice from someone who thinks hydration cures depression. If you're already struggling to focus, piling more hours onto the problem is like trying to fix a cracked phone screen by punching it harder. The real game isn't about studying more, it's about studying smarter and way shorter than you think. Your brain doesn't care if you stare at your notes for 6 hours straight. It cares about focused reps, tiny bursts where you're actually awake inside your own head. 20 minutes of full, sweaty focus beats 3 hours of, I'm technically sitting here. Short sprints, not marathons. That's how you win. Otherwise, you're just cosplaying productivity, and your brain knows it. The sneaky way your brain hates boredom. You ever sit down to study and suddenly you're starving, dehydrated, sleepy, and curious about the life cycle of dust bunnies? Yeah, that's not random. Your brain is wired to escape boredom at all costs. It's obsessed with novelty. Quick dopamine hits, shiny distractions. Meanwhile, studying feels like emotional drywall. No glitter, no fireworks, just repetition. And for a brain raised on TikTok, Discord servers, and YouTube rabbit holes, focusing on one slow, silent task feels almost painful. Here's the trick most people miss. Boredom isn't the enemy. It's the doorway. Your first 10 minutes of study will suck. It's supposed to. That's your brain detoxing from the new addiction. If you push past that ugly beginning, just 10 minutes, your brain stops fighting. It actually surrenders and finds peace. You're not bad at focus, and you're just bad at surviving the first awkward 10 minutes. Outlast the tantrum, and you win the war. Being too serious is killing your focus. You know that face you make when you decide, okay, now I'm gonna study seriously? Brows furrowed, spine stiff, energy, funeral. Yeah, that's your brain's villain origin story. We think taking things seriously will make us better. But when you turn studying into a grim death march, your brain low-key wants you to fail just to escape the misery. Here's the plot twist. Playfulness beats pressure every time. If you can treat studying like a messy experiment instead of a final exam for your soul, your brain will chill out. Laugh at how dumb your notes look. Set a timer for 10 minutes and dare yourself to race it. Study while wearing ridiculous socks. Whatever makes it lighter. Focus isn't about suffering harder. It's about making the work just fun enough that your brain wants to stay. You don't need a perfect study day. You need 10 minutes. Waiting for a perfect 3-hour block of free time to study is like waiting for a unicorn to Uber. I'd eat you a latte. It's a cute idea. It's also never happening. Life's messy. You're busy, your brain's tired. If you keep waiting for the stars to align, you'll end up scrolling TikTok at 1 a.m., wondering why you hate yourself. Here's the secret no one tells you. 10 minutes is enough to change your day. Set a timer. Tell yourself, I'll just do 10 minutes and then quit if I want. 9 times out of 10, once you start, you'll want to keep going. Momentum beats motivation. Tiny action beats big, perfect plans. Your future self doesn't need you to have a 5-hour study montage with dramatic music. They just need you to open the freaking book. Studying isn't about being smart. It's about being stubborn. Somewhere along the line, you got tricked into thinking studying is for the smart kids. Like it's a VIP club where you need a genius card to get in. But real life, studying is 90% stubbornness and 10% remembering where you put your highlighter. And the people who crush it aren't magical. They just suck at quitting. They get bored, frustrated, distracted, and they come back anyway. Here's the real flex. Not that you get it right away, but that you come back after you don't. Being bad at something at first is not proof you're doomed. It's literally part of the membership fee. You don't have to feel smart. You just have to stay in the game longer than your self-doubt does. Maybe you're not bad at studying. Maybe you're just tired of carrying the invisible pressure to be perfect before you even start. You don't need a better brain. You don't need a new planner or a new desk or 12 more YouTube videos about productivity hacks. You just need one tiny, clumsy start. One ugly first page, one messy study session where you show up even when your brain says not to. That's the version of you that wins, not the perfect one. The stubborn, hilarious, scrappy one who keeps showing up even when it's awkward, even when it's slow, even when it feels like nothing's happening. That's real growth. And honestly, that's way cooler than perfect ever was. If this made your brain go ouch but also fair, hit that like button so YouTube knows we're out here doing the messy work. Tell me in the comments, what's the tiniest, messiest thing you're willing to start today, even if it feels ridiculous?